Well, one thing we love so much about cheer is how it teaches us so much about life. Life might knock us down, but it's all about how we choose to get back up and face that adversity head on. A longtime athlete with MACS All-Star Cheer showcased that determination firsthand as she battled Hodgkin's lymphoma. But it was her love and passion for cheer that helped her push through. This is her story.
Cheer for me is just my passion, and I love it. And I've loved it since I was a little kid. My sister did it, and so I just have loved it ever since.
Annie Butler, otherwise known as Annie, got hooked on All-Star Cheer at a young age, looking up to her sister who also cheered. She's been on a journey with MACS All-Stars Cheer, working her way from a beginner all the way up to a world's team. But 2 years ago, her world was flipped upside down.
November 2nd, I was at school. And I was crying in so much pain because it hurt so bad. So I left class to go to the ER, and they found some lymph nodes that had been swollen since April. And that's when they found the cancer in there. So,
words that left Annie and her family in shock. But for Annie, some of her first thoughts were, what about cheer?
Honestly, my first thoughts were, am I still going to be able to cheer? That was very devastating for me. And then also my other thoughts were my hair, like what are my friends gonna think? Am I gonna be treated different? Just all those emotions going through. And it was my senior year of high school too, so I'm like, am I gonna be able to graduate? So.
On some of her hardest days, it was thinking about cheer and thinking about her teammates on MACS legacy that helped her push through.
Every time I would go in for chemo, I had this written on the board, to be back at MACS, to cheer on the mat. Just that was my goal every single time I went in for the round. And the doctors and all the nurses knew. So every time I came in, they're like, what's your goal? I was like, Worlds. I want to go to Worlds.
Annie stayed determined and courageous in her fight against cancer. In March of 2023, she became cancer-free. Then shortly after, received some of the best news from her MACS family.
She wants you to compete and just do the dance. You get to go and compete, Annie! World, here we come!
So just 1 month later in April, Annie took the stage at the 2023 Cheerleading Worlds to once again live out her passion.
Her story has inspired me because she is truly such a fighter, and I've gotten to know her and I've seen how she's fought, and honestly, it's so inspiring to me, and I guarantee you it's inspiring to so many others, and it's so cool.
It's been awesome to watch her push herself, work really hard, like going from literally in the hospital with no blood cells and no immune system to being in the gym, working cartwheels, then round-offs, then round-off handsprings, and she can do fulls again. She's working her doubles again. Like, it's been really cool to watch someone go from almost rock bottom to like physically and mentally so high now.
Annie has been working hard each day in the gym to get her skills back and knows one day soon she'll be throwing a full-out routine on MACS legacy. As she reflects back, she hopes her story can inspire others to remember their passions even when life knocks them down.
And they can see it as a good example to just keep pushing through life no matter how hard it is, and use what you love to push through it. Just have a passion for everything to help you.